And shifting focus now to Canada, where the outgoing Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's government has introduced new visa rules that are set to impact thousands of foreign nationals, including Indians. The new Canadian visa regulations give immigration officials increased authority to modify or revoke the visa status of international students, workers and migrants as deemed necessary. The new rules imply that if a student, worker or migrant's permit to be in Canada is cancelled, they will receive a notice to leave the North American country by a specified date. Under the new rules, the Canadian border personnel have been granted new powers. They can now deny temporary resident documents, such as Electronic Travel Authorisations or ETAs, and temporary resident visas or TRVs, to regular workers as well as the students under specific conditions. Now, these conditions include submitting false information on visa applications or having a criminal record. Canadian authorities can now also cancel the stay and work permits if a visa document is lost, stolen or abandoned. The new rules give officials discretionary powers to cancel visas if they believe that the applicant will potentially live in Canada beyond their authorized stay. As for the safeguards, only the immigration and border authorities can cancel these visas in what has been described as Canada's attempt to avoid any unauthorized intervention in visa cancellation. Now, the new visa rules go in effect months after Canada discontinued the Student Direct Stream, or the SDS visa program. The SDS program offered a streamlined process for international students to obtain study permits, including the ones from India. Now, as the revamp of Ottawa's erstwhile liberal immigration framework goes into effect, Canada continues to be one of the top destinations for Indian students pursuing higher education abroad. According to official data, there are around 427,000 Indian students studying in Canada. The amended immigration rules, especially the new discretionary powers to decide on potential visa overstay scenario, add a new layer of caution for Indian students in Canada. Canada says that the new visa rules are meant to ensure that the country's temporary residents comply with their authorized stay durations. But many see it as a part of growing protectionism around the world to discourage immigration in an attempt to boost employment opportunities for the residents. Despite the recent downturn in ties between New Delhi and Ottawa, Canada remains a preferred destination for Indian students and workers. However, with the increased scrutiny and discretionary powers granted to immigration officials, navigating the visa process is set to become more challenging. It remains to be seen if or not these rules strike a balance between security and opportunity.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat ke logon ko meri namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month we have viewers up to 150 million, that's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs. And that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.